Hello and welcome to Grade Point 5 and live, and I screwed that up. All
You're
right.
such a fucking hack.
Yep, so in stream, start over.
All right. See you later, guys.
Yeah.
Do over.
We'll be back in 5 minutes. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, guys, how's it going? We're having us a good time tonight. Seth is here. I think he's probably the only one here right now.
John Mallon, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Ethan. Graveyard Shift came out this week. I finally got it, shipping, and got them signed and all ready to go.
Wow, that's good. That's great.
Yeah. Yellow Lantern 12. I'm here. Oh, look at all these. Oh man! All of a sudden.
By the way, fuck SJWs.
I agree. Ethan. I agree, Ethan. SJW.
Yeah, the thing is, what I like lately about Ethan is that he's wilding out a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
Before he was trying to play Mr. Nice Guy, kind of doing the Uncle Ethan shtick, but now he's like, "Fuck you."
Pretty much, yeah. It's like,
no, you literally just tell people, "Fuck you."
Yeah,
it's great.
Stop giving talentless politicians comics. So you jumping the gun there, Florence. Hold on now.
Yeah, keep your panties on.
yeah. Just we got you. You gotta have the couple minutes of banter before you get right into the subject.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you gotta lick it before you stick it. As the song says.
That takes on a even bigger, considering what we were talking about before we went on the stream.
You mean rubbing cat butts on people?
Yeah, Piper was telling us a story about how she's got a cat that likes to scoot after it takes a shit on the floor, and so
because he can't reach his butt.
Because he can't reach his ass to lick his ass. And she said because the cat got fat, now he can't reach his ass.
Yeah,
that's
by the way,
when he started doing it. It was when he started he would try to reach his butt and roll over instead. He gave up, just started scooting, and he does it in the bathroom.
This is not Taco, the official cat of Grade Point 5.
Yeah.
Piper's nasty ass cat.
Yeah.
This is Charlie. Technically, isn't even my cat, but he is. But this is Charlie, the missing cat, actually.
The cat lives in your house, right?
Yeah, he's technically yours then.
It's more than technical. It is your cat.
Well, yeah.
I named him too, but he's still technically he's still not my cat. But...
Open stream. Expect. I think expect Cab doing something gay. Well,
look, I suggested the Fuda option in Piper's little poll on Twitter, and so that's my gay quota for the day, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, I've only been up 4 hours, so I hit the bar pretty high on that one.
Yeah, he said, okay, his whole thing's open stream. Expect Cab to do something gay. Talking about cat and shit. What the fuck? I mean, you're not wrong. And it's funny how Cab didn't even start this conversation. It was me. And
it's fucking Piper's fault. Though.
Yeah.
No, but I'm not the one that started talking about it again on the stream, though.
No, yeah, but still, I had sometimes we don't talk about what we talk about offline, but this time I thought, this would be a good icebreaker.
All right, Florence, if you're not gonna be, if you're gonna do D&D, don't be a paladin because no one likes the paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
They're all dickheads.
Yeah.
And they just suck the fun out of the room.
Yeah.
It's funny because every D&D group I've been in, the person that's picked the paladin has been the person that everybody likes the least to begin with, and they always fucking pick paladin. So everybody's like,
it's either that or the guy that plays it's either that or the guy that plays whatever the chaotic evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
because it's
annoying.
Okay, we get it. You're the Joker. You do evil shit to fuck with us. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You're annoying.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you just. I want to roll to stab stab the party leader in the back or some shit and if they roll a 1, then the DM can fuck with them. That's the best part.
Yeah.
You literally trip on your own knife and stab yourself.
Yeah, you suddenly explode from the sheer force of you fucking up. You're dead. Get out of here. All right, so what are we doing? We got what are we talking about first here?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. We're talking about the greatest politician to ever grace United States politics.
I am not gonna. I mean, I don't think I'm going out on a limb here and say she might be Jesus reborn.
Yeah. I mean, I think at this point Jesus should be a woman. I mean, it's just the way the trends are, the way things are going. That Jesus, would be a woman. So yeah, I'm gonna say it like Rush Limbaugh. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Oh yeah, you gotta do the bullshit fake accent.
Yeah. Devil's Due to publish Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez comic book. Yeah.
AOC don't know the good life. That's ridiculous. She probably never drank Mike's ever.
I guarantee she's never drank Mike's. Guarantee it. You probably never listened to Imagine Dragons either.
No, she just pretends to listen to what? Santana.
Oh, I like that stupid ass animated shit right there.
Yeah. That like Cap saw that and he's like, "Look at this shit."
Yeah, this is perfect.
Guys, when you get a chance, I made a very in-depth review of what I think about this earlier today. If you want to check that out, it was about 3 or 4 hours ago. I think you would enjoy it.
Yeah, it's very informative.
Very informative. I go over all the details, but I'll go over them here again. Since people are here live and stuff.
Yeah, now that we're here.
Yeah, so just see if you get a chance. In fact, you can check it out right now, and you're not gonna miss much. So,
yeah.
But anyway, comic book publisher Devil's Due will launch a brand new one-shot comic featuring Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. The book, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and the Freshman Force: New Party, Who Dis, is the brainchild of Devil's Due publisher Josh Blaylock. Just for coming up with that title, they ought to be shot.
That's how do you do, fellow kids? The fucking paragraph.
Right, the whole new part. No, it's just new party. Who dis already told you everything you need to know about that comic. Really,
he's knocking it out there with those greatest hits of 2014.
And of course, she's got her fucking phone in her hand too, right?
Well, because she's a dumbass millennial. Let's be real.
I mean, to be fair, Trump has his phone usually. He's wilding out.
Yeah, but he's actually funny.
That's true.
Intentionally, usually.
Yeah. Like he'll say dopey so and so or crazy. So
he doesn't do his sassy slave queen clapbacks.
Yeah,
he's just a dopey dumbass guy. That's about it.
By the way, I found out something, Kev, today about her. Did you know she's an economics major?
Actually, I did, and that's what's even fucking funnier about all this.
She should get her money back.
I think they should demand more money from her.
They should dude, you really fucked that one up. You need to pay for it.
Making our school look like shit.
Somebody find out where she went to school, because I would be willing to bet that her professor said we taught her wrong as a joke. And just to see how far it would go, and holy shit, she actually ended up in Congress.
the absolute madman.
Yeah. According to Ocasio Comic, that is a actual website, the series will feature contributions from, I have no idea who these people are. Okay. The book will be an anthology and will feature thematic workbook activities and games. Oh yeah, because we got to teach the kiddies how to be woke.
Oh, this get fucking better and better. Oh my god.
I've seen some interiors already, and they got one picture of her fucking they actually shows her watching the Clintons, Bill Clinton on the fucking Arsenio Hall show playing the sax and shit. And they actually drew her, that little dancing video they pulled up, they found of her. They got her like that.
Is she even old enough to have been around for
I
that?
don't think so.
She's only
26?
6 or something? Yeah.
Because, I don't think, but they showed that.
That happened in the way early 90s.
Is there a page where they tell the kids to color Trump orange?
Probably. The cover is done by Tim Seeley and Josh Blaylock. There will be a variant cover by Seeley and Blaylock, and of course that's the this one here, the trying to do the Wonder Woman alternative.
Yeah, that's wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird, honestly.
Oh, and they give her a sword, but that's violent, right? They shouldn't give her a sword. That's
Well, she would. People here would actually shoot you. So, like I was telling you yesterday.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Also, I like how the Wonder Woman is the most modest version of the Wonder Woman outfit they can come up with.
Yeah.
No cleavage, no exposed skin except the very, very top of the knees.
Yeah.
Oh, is that true? She went to Boston University.
Oh God, that explains.
That makes a lot of sense because that place is communist central. Yeah. I mean, all colleges generally are, but some are worse than others.
Let's see. Our fact checker Evil Bob the Almighty, which
our Master Lore Master over here.
Yeah. Mariette Dabi is some Muslim. Jill Thompson worked with Neil Gaiman and the Invisibles. Okay.
So basically, Jill Thompson is a nobody. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. It's like worked with
someone
Neil Gaiman,
who was
like,
famous.
Got him some coffee or something. Well,
yeah. Actually pitched an idea to him in the elevator one day.
Yeah. So hey Neil, you know what'd be a great idea? What's that? That's not bad. And I made this.
So Midnight Image said, this looks ridiculous, total ripoff of Trump's space. That's sort of what I think they're sort of doing.
Mm-hmm. But at least
here's
say,
the.
Go ahead. I
was gonna say the big difference is because the Trump Space Force is self-aware. They know it's a joke. They're doing it as a joke.
Yeah.
People doing this AOC comic, they're not joking.
Oh yeah, they think they're.
They think this is the fucking greatest idea ever.
Yeah, they think they're being fucking woke right here. Like, I mean, I'm gonna say this. It's like even though the Obama comics that Marvel did, when he just shows up in Spider-Man and shit like that, those were cringy, But at least he was president,
Yeah, I mean they had Reagan and stuff back in the day too. Like he just showed up and talked to fucking Superman or whatever. Mm-hmm. It sort of makes sense. But I mean they put. They try to make Obama's a hip president, that kind of bullshit. But
all right, hey Mike, if you're watching, I'm putting it back up there for another 30 seconds just so you can see who's who. But yeah, that's oh gosh, I don't.
Haspel, Josh Garibaldi, Tim Seeley, and others. I don't know who these others are, but
I bet it's Gil Simone. I bet Gil.
Oh, dude, Gil Simone was on it. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I guarantee you.
Be like, check my
wait, and her name's not worth putting on the website.
Blaylock spoke to Newsrama about the book. It's no secret that AOC has become the unofficial leader of the New School. If that's your leader, holy shit. And has sparked life back into Washington, and that's reflected in the enthusiasm on display by the men and women contributing to this project. While we don't all agree on everything, we share a common excitement for the breath of fresh air the new Congress brings. I hope this is as much a cathartic release for readers as it is for us creators.
Man, they really love that word.
What, cathartic?
See, I just called it. Like, this is not a joke. Like, the Trump Space Force, this is a fucking joke. Yeah. This is hardcore. They actually believe
Trump Space Force and My Hero Macadamia are jokes.
Yeah, they're goofs.
Yeah, they're clearly.
I mean, the guy who did it, he is a Trump, fan and everything.
Oh yeah, that's the.
But he's going to the absurd with it.
Yeah, that's the big thing about Trump people. Like, they're you don't have to like Trump or anything. Whatever, I don't care. But we're like, we get it. It's a joke. We feel joking. We can take jokes. It's fine.
Yeah.
Names.
Yeah.
But this, if you said this sucks, they're gonna fucking cry.
Mm-hmm. I guarantee you, if you showed like Trump, like either Trump Space Force or
he would love it.
Macadamia, he would think, "Oh, this is funny." Like,
right? Oh, my bad.
Dean
I just
Hashpiel
broke something.
is artist of Billy Dogma, The Quitter, Keyhole, so things I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Okay. He added, this time around, we wanted to create something that celebrates the fresh new energy and diversity of the stagnated legislative body and helps some good causes at the same time. You know what? I'm going to do something right here. I had to jump off the article for a second, so bear with me.
Oh, you got to look up porn?
No. Remember, this is a breath of fresh air for stagnation. This woman is the Speaker of the fucking House.
Who?
Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, Nancy. Oh, yeah.
Well, breath of fresh air. Not stagnant. No.
It's new Congress.
Yeah. No. This is the same. This is the same swamp that we've been dealing with for the past 50 years.
What's funny about this is that we were talking about this earlier, but like the big push for AOC is that it's from Republicans.
Yep.
And the people, and then they're getting the dumb millennials to buy into it. Mm-hmm. And they don't realize that the reason they're pushing it is the same reason they kind of did the same thing with Bernie Sanders, is because like first he sucks at speaking. He's an idiot. Mm-hmm. And two, it's very, very easy to poke holes in anything they say. So when normies get that back, they're like, "Oh, this guy's stupid."
Yeah. So
they're pushing her, so she's out there saying ridiculous shit, and then they can make their own straw man to beat up.
Yeah.
And that's but they're buying into it, and it's fucking great.
I mean, when you got people who love her, they say, "But she'll clap back." I said, "Yeah, she'll clap back, but when she does, she looks even worse."
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
it just
like
makes it
actually
look more dumb.
says dumb shit.
I don't think these people realize that. They think, these people still think they're in the majority, right? And I don't think they realize that most people in America will see this and it's like, what a dumbass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Jose Garibaldi is some guy on DeviantArt.
Sounds currently responsible for the new TMZ or Teenage Ninja Turtles shit art style.
Oh, yeah.
So he started that.
The woke Ninja Turtles.
Mm.
So I'm seeing a lot of reasons why this is going to be terrible.
Yeah, that's
not just because it's about fucking.
Yeah, I mean that's the dumbest shit ever, right there. But
okay.
Seriously, what is with all these people using cathartic to describe all this stupid shit?
Because
like,
they think they're.
They
probably don't know what it means. They probably don't know what it means,
right?
And they just like it's like we said last night. They use big words. They use big words to think.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all it is.
Because that was in like a bunch of those Captain Marvel reviews, like blah blah blah, cathartic, blah blah blah. I'm like, use other words.
Yeah. Like, God, Captain Marvel was so cathartic. I love the villain. I love the cat.
Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson was awesome.
Yeah.
Water Alien says they huff their own farts. Exactly. Yeah. That's pretty much what's going on.
Let's see. Let's see. This is where, once again, we're getting into the woke shit. Partial proceeds for the book will go to the United Service Organization in Rices, Texas.
What?
Rices, Texas.
Rices, right? Caleb. How to pronounce this shit?
I don't even think that's a Spanish word, is it?
I think it's supposed to be a Spanish word.
It's a word.
Oh, it is because it's for fucking illegal alien.
Yeah. Describe
legal fees.
Yeah, like I said, describe itself as a nonprofit that promotes justice by providing free and low-cost legal services for underserved immigrant children, families, and refugees. Illegals.
Yeah.
That's a word they forgot in there.
Yeah.
They also tout that they are the, quote, largest immigration legal service provider in Texas. So they're on those are those people in those fucking, border cities.
They're the ones, they're ones in Mexico telling these people what they should say to the border agents so they get in.
Yeah. Let's see what it says.
Here's the thing, you know what?
Okay. Racist means roots.
Oh, it's an I.
Yeah. Not
I couldn't read it. I would have been able to. I would have been able to tell you how to pronounce it if I could read it.
I don't have the actual thing posted. Okay, It's an I. Yeah. Okay, that means that makes more sense now as a Spanish word.
So it means Texas roots.
Roots. Yeah.
So what they're trying to say is they are the natives of Texas. Is what they're trying.
Yeah,
they're
the natives of Texas, even though they're from fucking Honduras.
Yeah.
figure that one out.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, there was the whole Mexico fighting U.S. accent a lot.
Look,
no, we won Texas fair and square. Fuck them.
Yeah, they can 1v1 us now. They want it back.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: what people don't understand what's going on. If they're actually giving money to this, the racist Texas guys,
racist Texas.
Yeah, we'll call them racist Texas now. That those guys, what they're doing is, I don't know if this group specifically is involved, but ones like it. What they're involved in fucking child trafficking.
Oh yeah.
Because they specifically they either facilitate or they kind of point people in the right direction to, hey, by the way, if you have a kid and rush the border, they won't shoot you. They'll let you in.
Yeah, because you can see that when during that the whole caravan bullshit that happened over the summer.
Yeah, everyone had kids for some reason.
Everyone had kids. They had one child you could tell she was clearly 7 or 8, but wearing diapers.
Yeah, and you could also clearly tell that some of those kids were not theirs.
Yeah. It's like they looked nothing like their quote parents.
Not only that, is that the kids did not look like they even knew the fucking person that was dragging them in the picture.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean they're doing woke shit, but they're straight up fucking involved in child trafficking.
Yeah. Okay. Devil's Due is no stranger to producing political comics. They previously published Barack the Barbarian.
I have not seen this, and I need to now.
Well, we're gonna open that link and see what's about here.
Yeah, I'm thinking like I want to see Barack the Barbarian. I have not heard of that.
It's on Amazon. Let's see. Yeah, don't look at my docs over here. Oh, it's temporarily out of stock. Oh my god.
What?
I'm gonna have to click on it myself.
It's called Barack the Barbarian. No fucks left to give.
I kind of want that.
Yeah, that is actually like you'd want that. It's like this is an example of like really bad cheesy shit that people like.
Yeah. Oh God! And apparently it's got under the blue and red wedding. So.
Oh God. You're gonna have to like. I can't take this shit, dude.
All right, back to this.
Oh wow! How many of these?
Not enough.
What? He's fighting like naked women and shit, and they think that's fine, but
yeah, he's Barack.
Well, they voted for Mitt Romney, so it's okay. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You can beat up people. Barack the drone master.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll be straight up honest. Like people bitch out for droning people. It's like, yeah, doing it on instance sucks, but like a lot of people that got droned fucking deserved it. So
yeah,
I can't hate on him too much.
He's allowed to fight chicks in bikinis, but you can't have that.
He's
in
a president.
He
can do what he wants. Don't worry about it.
Right, he was the president.
And all the chicks are white.
He can't do that anymore. I mean,
he's just killing white chicks in these. That was great.
Cortez made headlines in the comic book world when she quoted Alan Moore's Watchmen on Twitter, signaling she was a comic book fan. Now, here's the thing.
She watched the movie and she said the quote. She said it right, but the context was fucked up.
I was like, yeah,
it made her look dumber.
I was like, do you realize that Rorschach is the actual insane person in this situation?
Yeah, and you're literally telling people you're locked up. You're forced to deal with an insane person.
Yeah.
When you just said that.
and also the fact that Rorschach was a very, very, very right wing.
Oh yeah, he was actually far right. Like they call people far right all the time. No, he was legit far right.
Yeah, I mean he was like sending fucking in the comic he was sending letters to like that, was it New Frontiersman or something like that? That was like
it was like a survivalist
like ultra right wing thing. Yeah, like and he was walking around with a fucking sign, "The end is near."
Yeah, like he wasn't quite like neo-Nazi kind of right wing, but he was like
he definitely thought he was like, I'd say Alex Jones right wing would be a good
yeah
like very, very conspiratorial, kind of thing. So anyway, let's see. Netflix recently paid $10 million to acquire the rights for Knock Down the House, which is a documentary about the election campaigns of I'm gonna say AOC, Amy Valila, Paula Jean Swerter, and Cori Bush. The film won the festival favorite award at the Sundance Film Festival. Oh, a bunch of other commies got together and decided, hey,
you know what his name is it on that? Or is that Omar chick?
Oh yeah,
I wonder why she's not in there.
They don't want to talk about her. They don't.
She doesn't count.
Yeah, she kind of upset the balance a little bit there.
Yeah, she did all kinds of stuff, and she asked the JQ, and you can't do that.
Yeah. Netflix Vice President of Original Documentaries Lisa Nishimura was excited about the film, saying it's a transcendent moment when skilled filmmakers are able to train their lens on a major transformation. She would add, with intimacy and immediacy, Rachel Lears and Robert Blotnick bring viewers to the front lines of a movement as four women find their voice, their power, and their purpose, allowing us to witness the promise of true democracy in action. Who wants to tell Lisa that the United States is not a democracy?
Not only that, is that the poster child for all this shit is AOC, and she won her election by having such a low turnout that I could have run and might have won.
Yeah.
If I would have got like people on Twitter to vote for me.
Yeah. Essentially, if you'd went to her district and like just knocked on doors, essentially,
I might have like had a chance to win that one.
To win that one.
And then the general was not much better.
Right. Yeah.
So this is like the definition of not democracy.
This is, and this is the word that Democrats love to use when accusing Republicans, but I'm going to use it because they do it too, and they just don't want to say it. But gerrymandering.
Oh yeah, that's a funny part too. Is that a lot of these people are probably not even going to be reelected next year, because like especially AOC, because her district is going to get redrawn because New York is losing population every time the census comes up,
and I can guarantee you that they're going to redraw.
They're going to put her ass in a place where she's not going to win. So.
Yeah, they're going to put her
out there.
A very popular, established
Yeah, so they're going to say, look,
Democrat.
you're not going to win, so don't bother running.
Yeah, but she's going to run anyway because she's a moron. And
Well, she's got a racket going. This is like,
mhm.
she's got her boyfriend on the payroll. She's got people donating money to her, and
Mhm.
she's living. She's one of those, like, a lot of people who, like, people always say, oh, man, the congressmen, they're all fucking rich. Like, some of them are, but some of them are fucking living in their offices when they're
Mhm.
doing their job in Washington.
Yeah.
She's living in one of the nicest areas of D.C. right now, and she's still bitching about rent.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah. Oh, and let's not forget. Let's talk about what recently happened. How she fucked over New York City.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
she cost
God.
them billions of dollars.
And she still thinks that she somehow earned them $3 billion or something.
She thinks she got money. She saved the state money. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
No, she
incentives
keeps
aren't.
saying we're gonna
Incentive-
spend this money on such and such. I'm like, the money wasn't fucking there. That's not how it works.
It's like, you
oh
don't,
my God,
like, bitch, do you know what tax credits are?
fucking goddamn it!
Of course she does. She's an economic major.
She's an economics major,
Hey,
Boston University.
for those who don't know, for those out there who might not know how that works, a tax credit is essentially saying, I can explain it two ways. For individuals like me, a tax credit is like basically saying you made X amount, but we're going to give you a tax credit of this, so that you basically are deducting this amount from what you would be paying. So, like, let's say I owed $1,000 on taxes.
We're saving you some money in taxes.
Yeah. It's like okay. Let's say I would owe $1,000 in taxes. Filling out my taxes, but we're going to give you a $500 tax credit. So that means I owe $500 instead of $1,000. They're not giving me money. They're just saying
they're not giving me. They did not make $500.
Yeah.
It's not.
Mm-hmm. That's
They're
essentially
just
what
telling you don't pay them as much.
That's essentially
They're
what's
saying
going
you
on.
can keep $500 more, not we're giving you $500. Just
Yeah. Well, it's essentially it's just a deduction essentially when you get down to it.
yeah.
With businesses is pretty much the same, but we're talking in the billions because what they're saying is, see that's another thing, which they say $20 billion or whatever it was, 25 billion, I think it was. It's over a period of years. They're basically saying,
it's like when you hear like a famous sports star, like, oh, he's making $100 million. Yeah, that's over like 20 years. It's not,
yeah.
And that's endorsements and all. It's other things.
Yeah. So when they said like $25 billion in tax credits, that's like probably over a 15 to 20 year period that they're getting a special rate from the government. New York.
Yeah, instead of the 33 or whatever.
Yeah. So instead of 33, they're getting like maybe 25, and that adds up to a X amount over that long a period. But this moron thinks that New York was literally giving them $25 billion. And she thinks that now we can use it to like build rails.
Yeah, and
She thinks that they have $3 billion now. Just
and then you gotta preface this in saying that you actually do taxes for people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
I actually
know what the
you
know what you're talking about.
something you guys know about me. I am a well, you can't say certified. We're not allowed to say that. But I am a how did we have to put it?
Tax preparer.
A registered tax preparer. Yeah.
Okay.
I know tax code. I know things like that. So I know about this stuff. Let's put it this way: like I haven't done it in 2 years, but most of my family still lines up and wants me to do their taxes. So.
Winnie Pan, did I miss the AOC comment? Yeah,
we're still talking about it.
We're just sort of they're talking about people talking about it, and there's nothing really to show right now because it's just
it's a cover
sort of
and
in
a few
concept
panels.
stages.
But like I said, I didn't show the panels. I'll scroll back up so he can see the covers.
Also the thumbnail that I made.
Yeah, we'll get that in a second.
I think
but
we need to pitch that as an alternate cover.
Yeah. So this is the cover. Of course, I don't know why they animated it and stuff.
Because animation is dope. Shut up.
Okay. Start being like Ethan now. Okay.
You're an absolute retard. Jim Allen, what do you think?
And here is the Wonder Woman variant. They can call it what they want, but this is a fucking Wonder Woman variant cover.
Yeah, they're trying to do Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I know there's no American flag shit on it though, like Wonder Woman.
Yeah, you notice like
right.
Yeah, I just realized something too.
That looks more Swedish than anything, like, especially the donkey in the back.
Doesn't on the Capitol building? Isn't there supposed to be a flag?
I think there is.
Yeah. There's no flag on this. But
yeah, this one right here is great because that's not even fucking America anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I don't know what it's supposed to be, and I don't know why like both the donkey and the elephant are wearing fucking crowns and shit and robes. I don't get it.
I guess this was. I mean, this sort
Yes.
of like a weird combination of Roman and medieval times going on.
I guess.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So I tell you what.
Whatever.
So, but the thing is, it's like let's talk about. So we at Grade 0.5 says, you know what, this might not be actually a bad idea, right? So I commissioned Cab to design our version of this cover. You know that we're going to submit to Devil's Due. I think honestly it'll probably be the most ordered cover in all honesty. So.
Oh, I bet it would actually do better than these.
Yeah.
So here it is, everybody. This is the special edition Cab original Donut Steel.
Yeah, I was about to say OC Donut Steel.
Donut Steel.
That's a very pretty green.
I think that's I think you're right.
Nice total totalitarian Slav shit going.
Yeah. Are they giving this comic out for free? Oh no, yeah, they expect people to pay for it because
no, that's the great thing about
look, they don't actually believe in communism. They just
they don't believe in any of that shit themselves.
I didn't think about that.
The Cab cover is probably the best of the free. Well, no, this. Wait, that's real too. No, this is not real. This is something Cab made just as a joke.
No, I made that like in 10 minutes.
He like 30 minutes in Photoshop. Who dis?
1 million hours in his paint.
Yeah. I mean, I think if Commie Green works. Yeah. I mean, if you notice, let's put out the little details that Cab did in here. Of course, you got the nice Soviet hat. Keep her head warm.
Cab as in gay cat boy. What?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. And yeah, he forgot the penis.
Yeah, I didn't do the penis last time. My bad, guys. I had to do it YouTube safe. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, you could have given her a bulge right there. That would have been fucking funny.
Yeah, have it like coming down her leg, like she's fucking packing.
Like through the pant leg, kind of like it was at
Tom
Jones.
Like it's a straight up like 16-incher.
Yeah, like with Tom Jones. So he's like, look at my big dick, ladies. But yeah, you got your Commie Green here. You got got the little shoulder.
You got a nice Russian officer uniform. It's good.
Yeah. And of course, this Kremlin is it's almost photorealistic, Cab. I think you really good.
Yeah, it's kind of like took a picture of the Kremlin and made it transparency, and then recolored the background of it.
Yeah. I could bet you, like, when this comes out, I could go to a comic book shop and like paste this cover over top of people, and the people are like, oh.
It would probably sell more.
It probably would,
right?
because hey, this is
because then they would think it was a joke.
Yeah,
and they're like, this is funny.
Yeah,
I want to buy this because it's funny.
Yeah, they're like, they're finally showing Ocasio-Cortez that she.
Yeah, they have actual, self-awareness and sense of humor now.
Yeah.
Nope, and you actually read it, it's terrible.
Not if you read it thinking the whole thing's a joke.
Yeah.
Because then it might not be terrible.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's still terrible. Let's be real.
If you read it knowing that they're serious, then it's not funny. It's scary. But
all right, now speaking of scary,
should we talk about the absolute madman who?
Yeah, Mr. Trevor Von Eden.
Yeah. This man also this is also Bounding into Comics. All of these come from Bounding into Comics tonight.
Yeah, we just straight out we're a Bounding into Comics shield site or a shield channel now.
Well, so I mean they're the only ones that I can go to that are not.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going with that one.
Yeah, like bleeding.
They're the ones that aren't like absolutely bullshitting people.
Yeah, I mean the only thing at least I got to worry about over here is like that one video they put up that I can X out.
Yeah, that's shit's annoying, but you gotta take the good with the bad, I guess.
So yeah, okay. After wishing for a double assassination of President Donald Trump and VP Mike Pence, assassination. Black Lightning creator. Apparently, people are commenting on the thing I made earlier. Get out of here. Well, just stay there then. I don't care. Black Lightning creator Trevor Von Eden.
It looks like Eden. I don't know.
Yeah, Eden. Detailed Secret Service visit. Now, guys, strap in. Strap the
Yeah,
fuck
this
in.
is
This is gonna be
a case of
this is gonna be an amazing story. That's all I'm gonna say. It's an amazing story. Okay.
you're gonna like it.
Yeah. Black Lightning creator Trevor Von Eden detailed he received a visit from Secret Service after he dreamed of a double assassination of President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence. Not only did Von Eden create Black Lightning alongside Tony Isabella, but he also co-created Count Vertigo with Jerry Conway. He would go on to create Thriller at DC Comics alongside writer Robert Loren Fleming. Excuse me. He would also write and draw a 242-page graphic novel about the life of boxer Jack Johnson, which IDW published as The Original Johnson. It sounds
Yeah, basically this guy's responsible for a lot of shit no one cares about.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Von Eden wrote on Facebook. There's an archive link. I'm not going to click on that. On February 18th. Should I do it like should I do it like Turbo would do it?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, I'll
Yeah.
try. You know what would also be totally unprecedented in human history? Besides an American female president or the first openly white supremacist idiot president, the very first presidential double assassination ever. Like, let's say, if someone took out both the president and the VP of an openly corrupt dictatorship or dictatorship type country, wouldn't that just guarantee whoever did the everlasting fame and the undying gratitude of an entire nation of people, some of whom are probably very, very wealthy too? This occurred to me. I was contemplating what would truly be a great in America. Nowadays, I hope you guys don't mind me musing out loud here in public, but it helps me think, perchance to dream. Pig emoji, chicken and egg emoji, explosion emoji equals money emoji, exclamation point, smiling emoji.
All right, I'm just gonna straight up. I want to call him the hard R word. He's a straight up retard. There's no ifs, ands, or I don't even care. He dislikes Trump. Well, that's
That's secondary to the.
I don't care. Yeah, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
It's not even secondary. I don't actually care.
Well, no, what I'm
The
saying
entire
is like
post.
this is like somebody who just wanted to like, hey, look at how woke I am, kind of thing.
Yeah, this is how woke and edgy I am. And
Yeah.
look at me. I made a black character because I'm black. Get it?
Yeah,
Get it?
guys,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, you have no idea how fucking black I am, right?
But yeah, this guy is such a fucking genius that he's decided to openly call for the assassination of the duly elected president of the United States, who is the legal and authorized commander-in-chief of the armed forces and of the executive branch of the government.
Yeah, he's talking for what they would call a total decapitation of the executive branch.
Executive branch, yeah.
Yeah. Dumbest
Which,
thing to say.
even if you're joking saying that, like, here's people like, oh, what about free speech? It's like, yeah, but you can't, say, oh, we're going to commit a crime. You can't say, I'm going to go let's go rob banks. Yeah, we should rob banks.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, people get
that's
arrested
crime.
for that shit.
And then
Just,
get
FYI.
confused when you get investigated for it. Like,
Yeah, like if
free
you
speech,
make a
man.
legit threat, that's actually a crime. That's not free speech.
Yeah.
There's a difference here.
It's like
Here we
saying
go.
calling in bomb threats is free speech.
Here you go. Now this is where I know when I'm gonna say this is where the tale takes a few turns and twists.
Yeah, this is the funny part, actually.
Yeah. On February 21st, Von Eden would detail a visit from the Secret Service due to this post. He would confirm that they visited his house due to the above post. So the Secret Service just came to my home because of this post. Take a read, and I'll tell you what happened next. No, seriously, they just left. He would go into further detail in another post, describing the visit from the Secret Service as boring. However, he would indicate that he wishes Donald Trump was dead. He would also include a photo of the United States Secret Service business card. Did he just dox a Secret Service agent when he did that?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's their work number.
Yeah, but still, it's got their name.
I don't think they put their real address on that thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's their business card. Then I mean, they're putting it out in public to begin with.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's not doxing.
Yeah.
But here you go. So the Secret Service came to my home today, woke me up too, so I wasn't in the best of moods. You know, when law enforcement shows up at my house,
a perpetually angry black man is in the best of moods.
I'm just like when somebody shows up at my house, even if I'm woken up and it's like like especially federal authorities, I'm really gonna be like, I ain't in no mood for this.
Who the hell you want, cracker?
Yeah.
You woke me up.
I went to bed around 6 a.m. He's keeping Wayne in cab hours here.
Yeah, that's I like. What the fuck? I love this guy.
Yeah. I went to bed around 6 a.m. At 11 a.m., someone rings the front doorbell. A large, pleasant-looking young black man and a tall, young black blonde woman tell me they're from the Secret Service and ask can I come in. I say, no. What's this about? The man showed me the post. Did you write this? Yes. What about it? We're here to investigate this and find out who you are. I point to the BL action figure, the BL plaque I've gotten at the Akron Con with Tony and Jack in 17 that'll prominently visibly in my front window. You guys are Secret Service and you don't even know who you're investigating? I gave him my credentials. First black DC artist, co-creator of the first black superhero on TV, and said, do you really think I'm involved in a plot to assassinate our racist president? Well, I'll tell you to your face right now. I wish he was dead. And this is still a free country, ain't it? Long story short, I didn't let him in my apartment without a warrant. And I didn't give him squat as to whom they can speak to about me. And I even eventually escorted them to my front gate and out of my yard. And as they left, the black guy said, have a great day. And the blonde woman said, have a good day. And I told them both, I always have a great day. Goodbye. I'll let you know if anything else happens. Right now, I'm a bit upset about not getting a full night's sleep because of an idiot pig president that I, like most people in America, wish was dead already. I'll settle for impeachment and remove her office ASAP. Even his Secret Service is god dang boring.
Yeah, let's go into the whole. And the Secret Service agent's name was Albert Einstein.
Yeah.
And the entire neighborhood, when he escorted him off, started clapping.
He went, please
everybody clap.
He went, please clap.
There was a woke 8-year-old around there.
Yeah, there's a woke 8-year-old saying profound. Yeah.
But wait, there are more. There's more.
Caleb says the door's name Albert Einstein. Yeah, that's exactly what this story is.
Mm-hmm. I hope he's scared. Let's see. Chat seems dead. Chat seems dead. They're listening to a story. Seth, come on. This is a
You're dead.
Well, it was weird because they were actively chatting when he posted that.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Yeah, you fucked up the name Akron.
Okay,
Akron,
whatever.
Ohio.
All right, yeah. I'm
dude.
trying to do a voice impression while reading this.
Akron.
Akron. Okay, so in his most recent post, on the subject, he would have a bunch of colorful names for President Trump. The thing about bullies, i.e., authoritarian power play addicts, is that they think you're just like them at heart, scared, hypocritical, and cowardly. Everyone goes by what they know, you know. Look no further than the primest example of the land of our fearful, fat-headed, full of shit, bullshit leader, squatting like a king toad in the awful office of the white supremacist shithouse in the Washit town, damn creep in the United States shithead of America, 2019. I think that should just about cover everything. So what else is new in the world today?
I'm going to point out there's a reason why this guy is a comic book artist and lives in an apartment and not his own house.
Yep. Go ahead.
Hey, Ron. What's great is nobody's buying it.
No.
Nobody.
Yeah, literally none of this. I mean, he probably got a Secret Service call and he was probably almost shit himself. But none of the rest of this shit, he did not. It's like, why are you investigating? Do you not know who? It's like, no, that's why they're investigating you, dickhead.
Yeah.
No one knows who you are.
And the fact that he didn't
Listen,
provide.
I always have a good day, but he started it by
Let's
already
pretend,
having a bad day. Yeah.
let's pretend for a minute that he didn't. That he did do this, right? Let's pretend for a minute that he did do this. He told the Secret Service that he wasn't going to tell anybody who could verify who he was.
Okay.
Wait, what?
He told the Secret Service that he would not tell them somebody who could verify who he was.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have to.
Well, actually, if they ask you, then you have to.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't lie to him.
I don't think action figures of a character are a proper form of ID.
Yeah,
I
that's
could
like-
be wrong.
That's basically you give them a list of people, like your friends or something like that, and then they can verify. Oh yeah, I know him. He's so and so.
Oh no, I mean, like, you don't have, like, if the Secret Service, if they don't have a warrant, the most they can do is detain you. I mean, and then maybe press charges later or something. But you don't have to talk to them. It's just
I didn't say you
generally a
have to
good
talk to
idea.
them, but if they,
Yeah.
but the thing is, it's just like, hey, if they ask you a question, like, can anybody verify who you are? It's probably a good idea to say, yeah.
Oh, it's a good idea to say, yeah, I'm not a terrorist. Here's my friend and Jack from downtown. He knows me. It's like,
Yeah, it's better to just cooperate if you.
So okay, let's look at the comments here. The first one says a real smooth talker. This one, and then is that you?
and everyone.
I'm green beer because it wouldn't let me log in,
Yeah,
and it named me green beer instead.
yeah, and everyone clapped. And I don't know who this handsome gentleman is right here, but I think he's a real smart guy. He said, "I'll take things that didn't happen for that did not happen for 500, Alex." And let's see, just another superior above the law bigot. Who is this guy again? The Secret Service needs to come back with a warrant and a SWAT team. And Frog marched this racist creep out to a squad car while his home is ransacked for evidence of conspiracy to commit harm to public officials. I wouldn't go that far, but they should come back with a warrant.
Be
Just to
kind
fuck
of
with him.
funny.
No, like, the Secret Service has a hell of a lot of leeway in what they can do
Yeah,
compared to, like, normal cops, but they still have
Yeah.
to, like, go
Yeah.
by the law. So,
I think they should come back with a warrant just to fuck with him.
oh, just to
Yeah.
just to piss this guy off and scare him.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
by the
so-
way, you need to come with us to our office.
Well, you'd think that, since they read the one post, they could see the other one. So I would. I'd be like, fine, let's get a warrant and fuck with them,
do you think that if they showed up with a warrant and they said, so now will you tell us somebody who could verify who you are?
Oh yeah. Oh yes, sir. No, sir.
Yeah.
Right. Trust me.
Oh man, what a madman!
Damn.
No, this guy is like, he's like internet tough guy. That's what the entire post
Yeah.
was, and he's not like, in real life. He's probably just an angry, miserable piece of shit. So it comes off as like alpha hostile. He thinks, I guess, but no, it's like people just don't like him because he's an asshole.
Yeah, this makes a good point here. What a complete fool. It appears that he thinks Trump may have sent them as an intimidation tactic. He's got an awful high and delusional opinion of himself.
Yeah.
Wow. To get on social media and make a fool of yourself. He actually did the "don't you know who I am" thing. Wow. Look, you write something.
I'm gonna
Go ahead.
post like a retard to own Trump.
Yeah. Look,
Yeah, good.
you write
So-
something like that, and you're going to get a visit from the Secret Service. If you had submitted a substituted black president in that statement during Obama's term, he would have cried foul, and racism of the Secret Service didn't investigate. Yeah, but I know for a fact that they did, because I remember when
they did it a whole bunch of times.
Because I remember, like, a big example is like Ted Nugent made a comment about
Yeah, he did
something like about these people need to be decapitated or something like that, and
Yeah, it wasn't even like directly threatening a single person.
yeah, he said, but he was talking about like people like Obama and blah blah blah, and then he said that should be decapitated, right? And he said this on fucking radio, so he didn't even post it online.
And
He
then
was
the
like-
next day, he had to talk to some Secret Service agent.
yeah, I remember he said, yeah, they came by the house, I cooked us some barbecue.
Yeah.
He said, but the big difference is Ted Nugent like actually answered their questions.
And the also big difference is that Ted Nugent is Ted Nugent.
Yeah.
They actually know who he is. Which, well, Yellow
Do
Edis,
you
he's
think
probably
like
upset
when
that no one cares
when the
about his
agents got that
character.
call, they said, "Dude, we get to visit the Motor City Madman. It's gonna be awesome."
Yeah.
Think he'll let us shoot some of his guns? I hope so.
Yeah, they can give him a bow and arrow. Kill a deer on his property or something.
You think he'll show us the loincloth?
Oh hell yeah,
man.
Dude, you know what'd be weird? It's like what if he does stuff like, you know how Prince would do weird shit, like when his friends would come over, he would cook them breakfast and then play songs for them while they're eating breakfast.
Yeah.
What that dude should do that shit? He's making barbecue and playing Cat Scratch Fever for the
right. He's probably upset that no one cared about his character. Black Lightning, never heard of him until now.
Yeah, he's got a giant fucking inferiority complex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he thinks his character's a shit, and it's like, oh man, he's an A-lister. He should have been. But everyone's racist. They don't like black light. It's like, no, because no one gives a shit. Your character
it's like
sucks.
I say, I remember Black Vulcan from the Super Friends.
Yeah, Black Vulcan. I remember him, but no Black Lightning.
And plus, let's be honest. Okay,
Really
he's a
about
black guy.
Black Lightning until more recently. With
Yeah, they did that whole was it CW show, and I think it's already been canceled.
Yeah, where he's like raping that chick. Yeah, that one.
Wow.
Hell yeah! Wait, what?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Really? You don't know that? I know.
I don't watch fucking CW bullshit. What's?
Yeah, CW is for girls and gays. We don't watch that shit. Come on.
Yeah, Static Shock greater than Black Lightning. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of Static Shock.
Yeah.
Right, I heard Lightning.
I mean, okay.
Actual static shock you get from shit from the dryer is better than Black Lightning.
Yeah. Like the thing is like with Black Lightning. Okay, yeah, okay, I get it. You know, he's this is a black comic book guy. You know, and he helped create this character. But what the fuck? You call him Black Lightning? How fucking racist can you be?
Yeah.
You're just kind of painting a stereotypical target on his ass. You know, like
that's the thing about like when you're making a character and you're trying to say, oh, he's not any different than anyone else, but you're like making it so he is different. That'd be like White Storm, or I guess Storm's black. That wouldn't make sense.
Yeah,
like White Wolverine.
Yeah, or yeah.
There, I posted what I know him from in the Discord.
See, Black Vulcan was Black Lightning redone because the animation company didn't have the rights. Yeah, but still, that kind of proves my point that even the redone character is more.
Yeah, no one gives a flying fuck about the redone
wait, it
character.
has it in the wrong order. Fucking when I posted, fuck that.
What are you doing? Did that really happen?
Not in that order, but yeah.
Oh, but did he really do like that?
Yeah, she says, go ahead, zap me, absorbing light is my thing or whatever. And he was like, but you've never had Black Lightning. And so many freaking rape pictures came out for that.
Well, you know what? I'm just going to put it up on there.
Yeah.
But they put it in the wrong order.
Well, it doesn't matter.
But yeah, lots of porn.
Absorbing lightning's it should be kind of reversed. Yeah. But you never.
Yeah, for some reason I don't know why they didn't.
It should be like the second picture should be the first one.
Yeah.
The last one should be the second one, and then his where he says you've never had Black Lightning should be the third one, and the fourth one should be the screams.
Yeah, I know that why they posted it in that wrong order. I wasn't close enough when I.
You need.
But yeah, in the right order. That's what I know him. That's what I know Black Lightning from.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's read these comments real quick.
Once you go black.
It's like, still don't know who you are and certainly don't care, but evidently he has a very high opinion of himself. You take the kid out of the ghetto, but you can't take... Ooh, he's going there.
Oh, shit.
Oh, here we go. I like this. I point to the BL action figures, the BL plaque I got at Akron with Tony and Jack in 17 that are prominently visible in my front window. You guys know he said, good Lord, the ego on this man.
Right?
Perhaps why he posts in all caps or too cheap to buy a new keyboard. Probably cheap. He can moan about his accomplishments all he wants, but he's not exactly the best known comic book creator out there. This
has gotten him more press than he's ever gotten ever.
Yeah.
Like nobody knew. This is literally nobody knew who you were until you acted like an idiot on Facebook. So I am putting my bets on that none of the. I bet he did get visit from the Secret Service. And
he definitely did.
And I bet he did not act like what he claims he acted like.
No,
look at this guy. Look at the picture of this guy. Yeah. Come on. He's probably like 5'4".
Yeah, I bet he's over here thinking, yeah, he did the Black Power fist as he left, and it's like, fuck off. No, you're bitch, get out of here.
And plus, he also mentioned that the Secret Service was like the male agent was large and pleasant looking. Yeah, he's being nice. If you wild out, he'd have put you on the ground so quick it would have made your head spin.
Yeah, there's a reason they hire big black guys as Secret Service agents.
Yeah.
Let's be real here.
His code word is tank.
It's probably bit. Oh, no, I was about to say, never mind.
Well, let's just.
You know what
I know what you're going to say, but let's just say he was going to bull on him.
Yeah, he could have bulled on a lot of people that day.
He'd have bulled right over.
Almost said the N-word, lads.
How will we ever recover? How nice.
The stream is super blurry. Refresh it. Sometimes the quality will fuck up, and refresh the stream. It should clear it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So, are we gonna get to actual like good news?
Yeah.
That was fun. This was all funny.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm saying like this is actually like good, objectively, an actual good idea. We're gonna talk about
now. If I was one of the Secret Service agents, after he pointed to the figure in the study, I've answered, "Are you claiming to be Black Lightning?"
Dude, they could have. Yeah, if you go to Garden, I'm Black Lightning. They could have just Baker acted his ass right there. Put him in a mental hospital for 3 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. What Cab said. Sometimes streams do. They'll just like they just drop quality for no reason, and you just do a quick refresh.
Yeah, it's 9 times out of 10. It's like on the user's end because it happens to me a lot too when I'm watching like long form videos.
Because I'm like I've got it set so it does it at least 480p, so people can still kind of read along and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, you don't have the best of internet, so you can't, touch MLG Pro.
If I had at least like a 5 megabit upload, I could fucking do better. But, it is what it is. I do what I can.
The quad drop hard. Wow, that worked. Yeah, see, it's just over time for some reason it degrades, and you just refresh it, and it works better.
So let's talk about some people like don't take it as good news, but I do.
No, this is probably the best thing they've fucking done in 10 years.
Mm-hmm. So, report. DC comic publisher Dan Didio reveals they will cut back on comics at Comics Pro Summit. This is basically the the retailers thing. Where retailers
it's
get
a
together.
Retail expo, yeah.
Yeah, they get together and they talk about like what's going on and stuff like that. So anyway, let's get into this. Dan Didio, co-publisher of DC Comics, spoke at the Comic Pro Retail Summit in Charlotte, North Carolina. Yay! And a new report seemingly confirmed some rumors we had heard about reduction in their production slate. DC will be cutting its line of comics in stores by another 10 to 15%, believing that's what the market can bear right now. According to Bleeding Cool, absolute garbage site, Bleeding Cool.
Complete shows.
Yeah, complete chills for
Disney.
Yep. Let's see. Well, I guess they are Disney, aren't they? Yeah, because it seems like they hate DC, but love Marvel. Yeah. Didio's justification is that the market is too cluttered at present and needs cutbacks. That's kind of
an understatement.
That's kind of code talk for there's not enough people buying comics.
Yeah, there's the consumer base is not there.
Yeah. Though he stated that the problem is Diamond Comic distributors shipping way too many books to stores, the report indicates he really places the blame with Marvel.
I mean, he's throwing one stone and hitting 2 fucking birds with that one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, here's the thing when I say, okay, I'm going to say this. Like, once again, damn you people for making me defend Diamond, right? But Diamond's only going to ship out what they get from the publisher.
Yeah, they're not, man. I mean, they're literally Hitler, but they're not completely in the wrong all the time.
Yeah. I mean, they're mafia. They're the mafia, but in all.
They're the fucking Soprano film over here.
Yeah.
Forgot about that guy.
I need to find what's that guy? What's his name? Was Steve Geppi or whatever?
Yeah.
And I need you to put I need you to get that and like put the Paulie white lines in his hair.
Oh, you're that weird hairdo, yeah. And put the finger, probably points with like his index and his pinky.
Yeah.
With his thumb up thing.
Yeah.
And have a pinky ring on it.
I loved your Paulie 2049, by the way. That was good.
That is a good picture. I gotta admit.
Yeah, that was.
It's fucking funny making that one.
Yeah, but let's see, real quick. Let me check the chat and see if anybody's commented. Oh yeah, still no comment. Okay. And Marvel has a greater output than the competition. They had 102 comics on shelves in January and 90 in December. DC put out the apropos number of 52 in December, which only had 4 weeks. The numbers for DC are expected to shrink lower than that. There was speculation of what some were calling the, quote, new 22, as in only 22 titles a month, but Didio shut that down. Bleeding Cool report was blasted soon after it was published. Writers and podcasters like Ryan Higgins said it was full of lies. Being told the BC article, Bleeding Cool, about DC is mostly spin and speculation and some flat-out lies. How dare you? You're telling me that Bleeding Cool would tell an out-and-out lie?
That's bullshit, but I believe it.
Gosh, how dare these people?
I can't. Man, I'm shocked.
Okay. In an update, the news outlet...
Yeah. They should put scare quotes around that shit.
Yeah. Like news outlet cited a report by Heidi McDonald and her sources on the ground in Charlotte. She verifies Bleeding Cool's initial story and Didio's statement. Like other sites, I heard the rumors that DC publisher Dan Didio was considering cutting the line to between 20 to 30 titles, a number that would send retailers reeling. Today, at Comics Pro, Dan Didio confirmed that DC would be cutting its line, though not to those levels, to focus on higher sales per title. I think a lot of retailers thought the market has too many books, but they may be saying not like this, not like this. I see that's speculation. I guarantee you, most of the pros are like, whew.
Right.
But the actual comic book people run the
the actual retailers. Yeah, I need.
No, there's no way in fucking hell they're saying, "Oh man, I need 500 books this month for different."
I really need
because
I think he was there. That this is a guy named Perch Comics. I think his name is. I need to get him on the show because I think he would have an insight because I think he was actually there because he has his own comic shop. So.
Oh, you went to the convention?
Yeah. So I think maybe I'll talk to him sometime and see if I can get him on and we'll discuss this situation.
Okay.
DC cutbacks are part of a trend going on at the publisher and Warner Brothers since they were acquired by AT&T. See, that usually happens when a bigger company takes a company. They start like, okay, what's not working?
Cut costs.
Mm-hmm. DC Entertainment saw their staff cut by 3%. Vertigo's relaunch is going nowhere, and titles are being delayed or canceled, like Second Coming. Didio says the reason was edits. And the writer, Mark Russell, claims it was all worked out between him and DC and no controversy led to the decision despite outrage. Bullshit.
Edits. I mean, book wasn't selling. No.
I mean, the book hadn't come out, but there was like a petition with like 200.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, no selling is in. There's like no fucking interest.
Yeah. I think that's what it was.
At all in these things.
I think the orders were probably abysmal for it. In all honesty.
Yeah, they're like, the retailer's like, look, we're not gonna do this.
Didio also took responsibility for the fiasco surrounding Batman Damned number 3, which is having problems with cancellation and resoliciting. According to Didio, he didn't approve the artwork or contents for the publication, so the book was delayed. As far as what it will look like, no details were forthcoming. Basically, they're saying there will be no Bat Diddle.
Oh,
you want to see Bruce's Bat Booty and Bat Wang? They're just saying,
although I'd rather see Dick Grayson's, honestly.
Oh wow, be some kind of.
Take what I get.
Some kind of. Well, Dick Grayson's he's a grown man now, so that's okay.
Yeah,
I was about to say you got like a mommy fetish going on. What's going on with you? But then Dick Grayson's old ass dude now.
Yeah.
I gonna say like Dick Grayson's like.
I
was like I guess in continuity, like Dick Grayson would be like our age, like.
He's a fucking boomer now.
Yeah, at this point.
He goes and fights crime at night. He fucking like after he's done, he takes the mask off, goes by to 7-Eleven, gets him a fucking Monster Sippy, and
yeah, he just sits in his truck sipping on a sippy after he gets done trying to fight crime.
Then he goes home and tries to get some sleep. Then he wakes up at like 7 a.m. to mow the lawn because Robin stayed up all night and fucking.
Yeah, dude, I don't mean Robin. I mean.
Yeah, you mean.
Yeah, no, we got what you meant. Don't worry about it.
All right, Cab.
Cab, I want. How he's being drawn now.
Cab, I want a boomer edit, right? of the
Right?
but I want it as Nightwing on the fucking
God damn it.
on the lawnmower. Yeah, running back and forth, with his and I wanted to have obviously I want to have my monster in his hand because that'd be great. And
It'd be funny, and I'll put like the little Nightwing costume on it, but his gut will still be hanging out.
oh yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
And then have like the kid in the bed is Robin, just like
Put the Robin like mask on him.
yeah.
I might do that.
Yeah, I think that would be funny. Well, we use that for not tomorrow because it's weekend. We'll do that. No matter what, no matter what we talk about, that'll be Monday's fucking thumbnail.
All right, I can remember and get around to it. I'll see if I can do that.
Don't worry, I'll remind you because I'm an asshole.
You're annoying dick. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Warner Media property Machinima and their YouTube channel got scuttled. There's a reason for that. It was eating shit.
I didn't even know Machinima was still a thing until like this actually came out.
It's like Machinima is closed down for good. It's like I didn't know they were still around.
Yeah, I was like, wow, they're still around.
They cut the cord on the company and laid off all 81 employees. Content on its YouTube were deleted, and regardless of its popularity and traffic, is now a derelict page. I don't know why they just didn't leave it up there, like because it takes nothing.
Yeah, they still get ad revenue and just.
Yeah, it's like nothing to run a YouTube channel, right? It's like after the shit's already up there.
There's no overhead. Yeah.
There's no overhead. Once it's up there, it's like, well, should have just left it. But this all comes with a series of layoffs and restructurings by parent company AT&T, who acquired Warner Media's assets, including Otter Media. There could be a connection to DC's troubles, but no further indication surfaced. One person.
What if
okay?
Well, real quick, what people are like DC's troubles is like it got acquired by AT&T. That might actually be a good thing for them.
Yeah, it's
because they're cutting a lot of shit out that just because these guys, the AT&T, they aren't like woke people. They're just fucking corporate, bookmen.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like this. It's like I remember when was it Turner, right?
Yeah,
was in Ted Turner, Turner Entertainment or whatever.
Turner Broadcasting. Yeah.
Turner Broadcasting, and they were like bought out by Time Warner, right?
Yeah.
And Time Warner, they started, cutting. When that time they did what AT&T's doing, they're cutting fat, right? Because that's how WCW ended up getting sold to Vince McMahon for like a fraction of what it was worth.
Yeah, they just want to get rid of that shit.
Yeah, it was hilarious. I mean, because essentially they said, we get it. The reason they wanted to get rid of it was because it wasn't just like the wrestling company was eating shit. It's like they were paying a lot of wrestlers. Of course, they had these two-tiered things. They had what they called WCW contracts and then what they called Time Warner contracts or Turner contracts, right? I'm sorry. Let me take that back. The Time Warner had already bought Turner, and then it was bought by AOL. When AOL was still a big thing. Yeah. And so when it became AOL Time Warner, that's when they wanted to jettison some stuff. So, but these wrestlers like Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, people like that, they were making millions upon millions of dollars, and weren't doing anything, So that's why
they were spending a lot of money on certain talent that just wasn't making it back.
Mm-hmm. And so it was funny because like Eric Bischoff said that he had gotten with a basically like a group of investors and stuff, and they were going to buy the company. Said they were getting ready to make an offer for I think they said like $100 million, right? But they were just like pulling their money together, right?
Right.
So, but the thing is, Vince McMahon came in and made an offer. You know what he offered?
$5 million.
$5 million.
Yeah.
He literally got it for a song. Yeah, he bought, and he said it was funny because originally he said I just wanted the fucking tape library.
Yeah, the thing is because I guarantee the corporate overlords are looking at the bank account and the booking and stuff, and they're like, "This is costing us so much fucking money. We need to get rid of this right now."
Yeah, they were like, whoever the
and this guy actually has $5 million, so we'll just fucking give it to him.
Yeah. It was like literally like, basically, I think Bischoff said if they had to give us another week, we'd have had the money, but.
Yeah, like they took the $5 million shirt instead of waiting for this guy to supposedly have 100.
Yeah, but let's see. Okay, where was I? One more person offered his 2 cents on the culture of DC and the industry in general, as well as what could be behind the chaos. None other than Ethan Van Scott. I didn't even know he was in this article.
I didn't know he was in this. Yeah, I didn't scan the bottom of this one.
Yeah. None other than Ethan Van Sciver predicted DC's titles per month would go down, adding comics adding comics are in a state of collapse, and the big two are guilty of price hikes. He made his prediction last month while speaking to Cosmic Book News following the news of the layoffs at DC Entertainment.
Before you read it, let me tell you something. Ethan Skyward did not predict anything.
No.
He knows people at DC and probably a few people at Marvel.
They told him.
They fucking told him this was going to happen, and he just put it. They filtered it through him.
Yeah, and he.
I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but he knew this was. It's not a prediction.
It was basically. He basically put it as what I am hearing, quote unquote. Basically, horse's mouth kind of thing. You know. Yeah,
that's sort of like. I think there's some people on the inside of some of the companies that feed him information because they know he'll get it out to people.
Yeah,
and they want him because. Otherwise, the only other mouthpieces for the comic book people are all the woke assholes that live in their studio apartments.
From what I understand, when I'm listening to Ethan and John Malin and Mike Miller and people like that, they say there are a lot of comic book, artists and even writers and stuff like that, and they would be pro Comicsgate, but they're not saying anything because that's their job. They don't want to.
That's their job, and then also literally they'll get fucking swatted and harassed. And
yeah. So they're literally not saying anything. So he said, but there's a lot more out there than you think, essentially.
Oh, I bet there's a I would say 70% of them.
Especially like the old school, like the old school.
Yeah, especially dudes that came up in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's kind of like what we said. The writers are more or less, most of the time they're going to be more, left wing, social justice, whatever. The artists are usually like, I'm just trying to, make.
Yes, I just want to draw Batman, man.
I want to draw Batman and get a ham sandwich.
Yeah, I mean that's like I kind of understand because like when people I get commissions and people want me to draw weird porn shit like gay stuff and I mean I'm not actually gay. It's kind of a bit, but. I like to draw it because I like to draw things. So I'm like, okay.
When you said I'm not actually gay, there was that pregnant pause.
I have to, you know how it goes. Man. Otherwise, Caleb's gonna come here and blow up my spot. Tell me, by the way, Cap, nice dick pics.
Yeah. And I should and sometimes Piper, forgive me. Sometimes I forget, but you also are an artist. And
assholes.
Wow, dude. Well, see, unlike Cab, Cab throws his shit out there. He's like, "Yeah, I'm an artist," and you're just like,
"You're like, I know." I
put it in my profile. So
yeah, but I think what I'm saying is throw it out there like Cab's doing right now. It's like when I do art, but what I'm saying is, I'm sure you've had situations where it's like, "Hey, can you draw me this?" Like, fuck it, it's money.
Yeah.
Like, I might not actually like the subject matter, but fuck, like there was
money also ensures there's no fighting over who it belongs to.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, this is yours. You paid for it. Right. Yeah, so.
You bought this. It's yours. With it, whatever.
I mean, there's like I ain't going to say the person's name because I know this particular person Piper doesn't particularly care for.
John Malin.
John Malin.
What?
It's, they're, how do I put this?
Yellow Atlanta says, then you should draw your own photo pic.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that. That's funny.
I'm thinking about him.
Okay, let's put it this way, Piper. You put evil in front of their name?
Oh. Yeah, that guy.
Well, just to give you an example, like this person made a character that was basically a meme against for another character, Donald DeLay's character, right? Brutus the Badass. And this just tells you how fucking, how artists think. It's like, so he commissions Donald DeLay to draw his character kicking the shit out of Brutus, and fucking DeLay does it. He's like, fuck yeah, he's fucking paying me probably paid him like $300 to get this,
Oh no,
you can charge that much?
You can, dude. There's people that charge I know of an artist I follow on Twitter. They can charge
like what?
And I'm inching closer to triple digits every
time.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I am cutting too many deals because I just get excited to draw stuff.
What you need to do, honestly, it's kind of like what Cab did, is draw something and put it on Twitter, like something just like I'm gonna just draw this, right? And that really, that honestly helps. Like you get more commissions usually. From what I've noticed.
Well, that's sort of yeah, that's the thing. Like the reason I did Piper's picture is because I got new brushes and I just wanted to like draw because porno shit's sort of what I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people pay for mostly.
Yeah.
And it's practice.
Yeah.
And then you put it out there, and if it's like halfway decent, people are like, oh wow, it's nice. Can you do something for me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I need to do that more. I think my problem is that I've been focusing only on doing commissions, which if I don't draw like random fun stuff, the commissions do get boring even if they're cool.
Yeah, yeah. So every once in a while,
I really need to remember to take a break, but I feel bad because I'm like, well, if I post look what I just drew and somebody's waiting on a commission, then I feel like an asshole.
Well, what you need to do, I guess,
no, you just tell them straight out, like, because I guess it's because I'm an asshole, but I tell them like, look, yeah, I'll get this done. I don't know when it'll be done. You'll get it relatively soon, but don't hassle me too much about it. You'll get it done. Don't worry about it. I'll update you on it. But
yeah.
Yeah, well, see, that's usually what I say because trying to let them put like an actual deadline on it is hard because you might not get if there's a deadline, you might not get my best work.
Yeah, that's why I took so much time off because I actually had stuff going on that I had to have in at a certain time.
Yeah,
but I feel bad when I'm like, yeah, I've got a couple commissions I'm working on, but then I'm on Twitter like, look what I did just now for fun.
Here's the thing that I noticed: as long as you consistently do finish the project within a reasonable amount of time, people don't care because the thing is, especially with like artists and then artists Twitter kind of thing, they're all flaky as shit.
Mm.
And they'll be like, oh, I'm paying you $70, $80, $100 for a picture, and it's 3 months later. They get kind of upset.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not Ethan Van Sciver, where you're doing comic. If you're that level where you're always busy doing shit.
Yeah, I believe
if you're just some normie asshole that shit posts on Twitter. They want it's reasonable, but they understand.
It's like I know with Ethan. I know one time because they asked him what he charged for commissions, and fucking, I think it was like Mike Miller was talking about how much he charged for one, and he said, Ethan, being Ethan, he said, that sounds kind of low, Mike. He's like, well, how much you charge? He said, 4 figures.
Yeah, like he was doing it. I remember streaming doing a Batman or the Man Who Laughs, like kind of weird thing.
Oh yeah, the Batman Who Laughs. Yeah,
Batman Who Laughs. Yeah, and the whole metal series thing or whatever.
Yeah, Batman Metal. Yeah.
And he was doing some like French guy, I guess, and he said, someone asked, like, how much you charge? He says, yeah, about $1,000.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't have the name.
Yeah, he's got the name and he's got the talent and everything. And
but what I'm saying is, like, this goes for both of you, that you're, both pretty talented artists, right? And the more you put yourself out there, the better the better people will want it, and the more you can charge. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
But I need to just fling stuff out there more often.
Yeah, just draw.
I need to fix my Patreon too.
What you can do, like, if you really want to just start doing like kind of like black and white doodles or whatever. You don't have to do full blown out colored kind of things.
Yeah.
Because one thing I notice is like when I do the black and whites, and I can do the shading and just you don't have to worry about one color basically.
Yeah.
Gray. It's all it is. And then it helps with the shading and lighting. You just do various versions of that, and then you kind of work the color into it later on if you want to. Mm-hmm. And that's just easy, and that's easier to get that shit out there than it is like the picture I did for you. Well, I sat there and did like it was 8 hours straight, and I had already been working on another picture for like 4 hours before that. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And if you look at
my hands cramp, man, I have to take breaks.
If you want to see quick and dirty, just look at my avatar that he made for me. Like,
damn dog.
I'm just saying. You even said it ain't gonna be great.
Oh yeah, well because the small and it was like it's an avatar kind of. Yeah. It's not gonna be blown out or anything, but it works.
Yeah, it doesn't work for you. Get out of my face.
Yeah, you're a bitch and beneath my notice.
And also, I want to realize you've only been like drawing a year and a half now. Like,
yeah, about a year and a half.
Yeah, so
that's bullshit. That is such goddamn it.
What?
I think she's trying to say that your quality is actually pretty good, really good for.
Yeah.
Oh, because like I think I started. It was like April or May 2017 is when I got my shit and started doing stuff.
Yeah, and his first drawing was like. It was, I mean, for a first timer, I was like, oh, that's really good, Cab. And then it, like, progressively got better. I was like, wow, dude. Like, I think Cab had a hidden talent he didn't even know, like, honestly.
Maybe I'm actually autistic, and I don't even know it.
Yeah.
You're a savant.
Now, quick
whatever.
question. Quick question, Cab. When you were younger, you never had an interest to draw? Like, you never drew or anything like that?
No, I mean I had comics and stuff, and I thought, oh man, that was dope as shit. And sometimes I would like doodle Wolverine or something in school.
Mm-hmm. But nothing like serious.
I was never an art man.
You like you didn't go to art class or anything like that. You were
none of that shit.
Yeah, it's just kind of. I mean, I'm just saying at your age, boomer.
Yeah, like damn near boomer age. Yes,
damn near boomer age that you're got into drawing, which is fine because you, like I said, you've done some good stuff.
Hey, I made okay money off of it so far.
Exactly.
So.
You're just like, I feel like drawing, and you just did it. Whereas I've been drawing since I was a kid. So
I kind of know how you feel because I see these other people, but the thing is, a lot of them have been drawing for like 10 years. Like, God damn it, how's he draw so good? And it's like, oh, I've been doing it for 10 years. Yeah, well, okay.
I mean, it's basically how what's that? What do they call it? Inktober in October or something like draw something every day kind of thing. Yeah, that's cute. I'm not saying it's not, but it's kind of one of those things like to hone a skill, you kind of got to do it almost every day. Yeah,
I need to.
Yeah, I have a big problem. Like, if I take a massive break from drawing sometimes,
and you notice your
Well, I took like a 6-year break from drawing, like for. What?
Read the chat.
Look at it.
Oh.
Fucking.
Yeah.
People that can't read the chat, Dark Admiral March Hair, he says, not an insult, but Cab kind of sounds like Norm from Cheers.
Can you
holy shit?
Can you say really quick? Say good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Yeah, yeah,
Norm.
Yeah. All right. Say it again.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Norm.
Oh, Taco's back. Hey, Taco. Kill your owner.
What the fuck?
Hey, Taco.
Overthrow the rulers.
Hey, Taco. Say the N-word.
Yes.
Kappa will give you a free pass to say it.
Yeah, Kappa, he's a Brownman. He can give you the free pass.
Yeah. Norm. Okay.
I think I might change next time I'm on the show. I might just be Norm instead of Rachel Sanders.
You know what you ought to do? Just
you
should draw a headshot of Norm from.
Dude, Norm as Blade Runner 2049.
Yes,
Do it.
Okay, I might actually do that when I get done with all the pictures and shit I've been doing. I might. That's on the shit posting picture list right now.
She said meow. I think you're Spork. I hate to tell you, I think your cat might be a racist.
I like how just two things in the chat. All of a sudden, everything goes off the fucking rails.
Yeah, exactly. Even though it was kind of off the rails because we started talking about art and shit. Like,
yeah,
oh, that's true.
But
it's no big deal. But all right, so let's get back to let's see what Ethan had to say about this. His quote prediction, which is really inside info that he got from people he knows.
So let's see what the human sunbeam had to say about
the light in my universe.
Yeah. Let's see what the God Emperor of comic books said about. People are gonna think we're worse LARPers in the war campaign at this point.
Right.
Okay, that on top of the fact that this is Ethan talking. That on top of the fact that the comic book industry is collapsing under the weight of the apathy at this point. In 2016, 2,306 comic book stores. Now there are 1,900. It's actually gone down from there.
Yeah, it's probably like closer to 15 now.
Yeah. Comic book stores are closing down and going out of business at a startling and frightening rate. Once we reach critical mass of 1,500 retailers, for companies like DC and Marvel to solicit their product to, it will no longer be viable. All during this collapse, DC and Marvel have employed price hikes. They have employed various gimmick scams. And I call them scams. That is what I think they are. A retail. Yeah. I need to wash her mouth out. So if y'all are bad influence, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna turn your cat racist. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. A retailer's job is to look at the product that they are being offered and then kind of decide based on what they know about their customer base. The people who come into their store and buy what they buy, how many copies of each one of these comic books they should provide to their stands for a complete sell-through. Nobody wants to be stuck with this product. 2 weeks after its date, it has gone cold. At this point, comics are like bread. They have a sell-by date, they go stale, and people do not want to buy them buy them when they go stale. This is a situation with comics now. Good Lord, this is like a fucking novel.
Yeah, he had a lot of inside information.
He had a lot to say.
On top of that, politics within comics, divisive politics, and enormously unnecessary events, these silly events like, hey, this is Civil War III, and there are 1,200 little spin-off books that aren't necessary to read, and it's just too much. Foot traffic has declined in these stores. Retailers are considering what DC and Marvel are doing as predatory publishing. It is a problem for them to be able to gauge how to responsibly run their own businesses when Marvel and DC are employing tricks like this. It's catastrophic. This is Comicsgate. As much as anti-Comicsgate within the comic book industry would like to marginalize our voices and let people know, gaslight people that we are wrong, we are crazy, all this stuff. The comic industry is healthy and will survive forever. This is just a temporary setback. I don't think so. I've been through 2 different comic book crashes and never felt the way I feel now. I've never seen things as so very, very, very bleak. And those crashes, like the one in 1998, the lowest selling book was like the highest selling book today. At the point, yeah, he's right though. I mean,
yeah,
that puts things into perspective really well though.
Monetarily, he's actually right.
Yeah.
At that point, we thought it was extinction. We thought the comic book industry was going to go extinct. That's what's going on. Well, here's another bit of news. DC cut their line down to 52 comics. Obviously, talent is going to get cut as well, and they are laying off 7 employees as of today. I'm sure fat trimming will continue. They probably don't want a bloodbath all at once. We are going to see this get whittled down.
Yeah, I think it's a slow burn, basically. They're going to, like, oh, we're only going to cut back 10% of our line, and then all of a sudden it's 15, and now it's 20, and then a year or 2 down the road, now they only have 20 comics on the stands at any one time.
See, Comic Girl Ava said, this better not be porn. No, Ava, this is, we were reading the holy words of the Big Daddy Sunbeam.
Yeah, he's the only porn I need in my life. Just his voice is enough to get me up.
Wow.
Okay.
I didn't mean it for it to be that gay.
What do you make of this report that DC Comics will be reducing the amount of comics Planos publishing each month? I mean, that's...
Now, here's where I was saying was like good news is because I think this is a massive... They need to cut back how many fucking comics that they're putting out. Mm-hmm. And focus on getting those to sell instead of having 5... Like, instead of shotgunning the fucking thing, just, like, you need sniper shots. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, we need...
And...
like I said, it needs to be Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Justice League, Teen Titans, and that's about it, you know?
Yeah, and you can have a few... You can, like, have a rotating...
Like, look at who your popular characters are. Like I said, even if it's fucking, like, Harley Quinn or somebody like that, you know, put a book out there. We don't, you know, Plastic Man selling like shit. Well, Ixnay Plastic Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like you put Plastic Man in a comic as a side character, whatever, but don't make him the fucking focus of it.
Like if you want to, and like I said, I've always said this. I've been a big proponent of this for years. Use the Justice League as if you want to springboard somebody into their own comic, then put them in the Justice League first and gauge reaction. You know?
Yeah.
Accuracy by
volume. And honestly, some of the characters, if they're not selling good right now, that doesn't mean that after you take them off the shelves, they're not going to start selling. You know, there's not going to be a demand for them later.
I'm going to do
because eventually there'll be people like, well, I miss Plastic Man.
Yeah, I'm going to do something I'm going to do something I don't usually do, even though we do read the chat a lot. I'm going to ask the chat something, and you know, I'll read.
We should do that more often.
Yeah, I'm going to ask the chat something, and I'll read up their responses. Chat, everybody in chat. Do you think what DC is doing is a good idea or a bad idea? And if you want to give a reason, that's fine. But
also, would you like a sack flash?
No, Cab. We're not showing anybody your dick. Stop.
I didn't say dick. I said sack flash.
It's pretty close to the dick, man.
It is close, but it's not. Let's be real.
But yeah, but that's my feeling. You know, people are saying, oh, I've heard they said, and I've seen some comic book store owners who say, "Oh, it's too much. It's too much." I was like, I think it's good. Yeah, like yes, good idea. So we got one good idea.
Yeah, I don't believe the comic book retailers are saying yes. We need more useless comics that don't sell. I
don't think they're really saying that.
They're saying that at all. There's no fucking way they're saying shit like that.
Good idea, but they need to work on cover price too. I agree with that. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, here's what they can do because you cut down on how many comics you're selling. That saves costs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably.
Then you
should,
slightly lower the.
Then you're able to lower the price of.
And then those will sell more, and then you'll because you're just it's like I said, sniper bullet instead of shotgun.
It's like probably should stem the bleeding at this point. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, cut what ain't working, put out more of what is working. And you know what I mean? Like,
on me.
Well, part of the reason is because the people that run these companies don't give a shit about money. They just want to get their. They just want to be influencers and have people, their woke politics and that shit. But they got bought up by AT&T, and AT&T doesn't give a shit about any of that.
Right.
They're so big. Did they buy Time Warner? The actual
they actually bought Time Warner. Yeah, so I mean,
these guys are they're so fucking huge. They don't care about your stupid ass.
Wait,
politics.
they own Time Warner.
Yeah, AT&T purchased Time Warner. Yeah,
Time Warner fused with Charter and made Spectrum. So AT&T owns that.
Yeah, and they also own DirecTV.
They own what?
They own DirecTV.
DirecTV, the satellite.
Oh yeah, I know that because they keep trying to make me buy it.
Spectrum. I think the whole Spectrum. I think that got spun off. Like.
Yeah, I think Spectrum is its own thing.
Yeah, I think
Spectrum. Well, because they're competing with AT&T out here. That's why.
That's what I think.
I was like,
so as they would not be like monopolied, pretty much.
The same thing happened.
Even though they're technically a monopoly.
Yeah, down here, Time Warner ended up buying up a company, and then the local internet thing in the Central Florida area was Bright House. Yeah. But that got spun off into its own thing because I guess the regulatory committees, when they had to agree to mergers, didn't say like you can't own all that shit, dude. You have to let that go. But,
okay.
Because over here, it says that, or Spectrum says that it is Time Warner mixed or fused with Charter.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me read the chat because it says. See, Ava says, it's a good idea. If they focus their efforts on making fewer comments and make those few amazing, they'll do well. Less is more sometimes. Dark Admiral March Hare says, I was buying a lot more at $2.99 because now we're talking about $3.99 almost. Some are almost $5. Some.
Man, I dropped off earlier than $2.99 because
Yellow Lantern 12 says, I stopped collecting back when comics went from $1.25 an issue to $3 an issue. Just got too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the day when $1.25 was expensive for a comic.
Like, oh man, this is getting too much, right?
I was like, damn, it's either this or a fucking candy bar. I can't figure it out.
Yeah. It's like, do I want to read or want to eat? Well, eating it is kind of thing.
It was back when I was smoking too, so I was like, I'd rather have.
Let's see. Failure Be Winning says, good idea. An oversaturated market usually doesn't end well. Video game market can attest to that. So cutting back is smart. Quality over quantity and all that. And also Dark Metal March here. I think AT&T is looking to challenge Disney. I think so. I think that's but they're kind of going. What they're doing is they're going to cut back to grow, essentially.
Yeah.
Basically, say we cut back and we end up getting like another $1 billion that we didn't have control. We didn't have before because we were paying all this.
They should cut DC back to like there's just 5 people working there now.
Just Dan Didio, Jim Lee, and
just Dan Didio,
and 3 other guys.
Jim Lee.
Just 3 other guys.
They gotta write and draw all the comics themselves.
So it'll be like Stanley and Jack Kirby days back again.
Not a terrible idea. They might actually do better shit.
Yeah, it could be. So I think AT&T is looking. Yeah, well, I already read that. Sorry.
So the general agreement here is that them cutting back the amount of comics is a good idea because there's no justifiable reason why you need 50 fucking different issues a month.
What I want to, nobody's written an article about it. I've just seen it like talked about on Twitter, but I'd like to see an actual article. Is the fact that apparently Marvel, because what it was, Didio had his thing with the retailers where he pitched his idea thing what they're going to do, and then Marvel came in after that, right? And apparently Marvel is doing the exact fucking opposite.
They're putting more out there.
They're going to put more books out there. They're going to do more events. They're going to do more new number ones. They're basically going to double down on the shit that they've been doing, from what I understand.
Oh, because it's been working out so fucking well for them.
Yeah, but you notice we're not seeing articles about that, right? Because nobody, for some reason, nobody wants to spit on Marvel, especially when Woke Captain's about to come out. So.
Oh yeah, no, I think Captain Marvel not making as much money as they think it's going to is going to cut a lot of the shit down.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna really because they're gonna put out a lot of fucking money on this movie, and it's gonna bite them in the ass.
It's
like
kind of
Solo
funny
did.
because like I've been watching TV a little bit lately, and I have not seen. It's like 2 weeks away, and I haven't seen that many commercials for it.
Yeah, they advertise a budget. I don't know what they're doing with that.
Mm-hmm. I just saw a purchase thread about the current Doctor Strange 11 cover. Oh boy.
Was he saying N-word on the cover?
I don't know. I'm going to Twitter and find out. How's that?
What?
I'm going to do this live. Hey everybody, here's Nancy Pelosi. I just left that tab open. It's like, here you go.
I'm sure your computer's RAM just loves it.
It's like, yeah, boy. What's he?
Oh, I see it. Here's the thing.
Yeah, comic perch. Here we go. What are we talking about?
Changes. What are they? Trying to look where they fucked up on it.
Oh, I'm going to look at it now because I haven't got it pulled up yet.
Oh, I have it pulled up, and it's him like blasting someone.
Oh no.
What?
I think it's this cover.
Oh, am I looking at the wrong one?
I think you're looking at the wrong one. Yeah. The cover is scroll down a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, that what the fuck is that?
Oh God, it's Mark Waid too. Holy, oh.
Oh, what?
Here you go. I put
is
it.
happening?
I put it in our stream link chat so you can see it.
Oh, okay.
Is this what you were talking about, Seth? If you're listening, you should be anyway.
Why is there a problem? I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's the. I mean, it's not honestly. It don't look great. I mean, I'll be honest with you.
Is that Martin Luther King in the background? Is that what that shit is?
I was gonna say, is that Martin Luther fucking King?
Did he put down Doctor Strange?
It is Martin Luther King.
Okay.
Holy shit!
Oh, I get it for February, Black History Month.
And so that's the thing. Why is he throwing it down on Doctor Strange like rejected? Like,
oh, and it says this character doesn't even appear in the comic like at all. It's just random Martin Luther King crushing fucking
Doctor Strange. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's why not, right?
It has zero to do. Well, I mean, come on. You remember Marvel is about to release a bunch of covers with fucking cats on them because cats. So
that's probably a better idea than most of this shit.
Like the cats. I heard.
Hey. Piper's kid, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to do a stream here.
Yeah, don't make me come down there.
Yeah, just yelled that at him, too. And
like, it's fucking 10:44. He's supposed to be in bed.
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta mute again. Yeah.
Yeah, it's time to go deal with this asshole. God, we talk on Piper's kid more.
We might as well put him in like Myers Twitter now because that's so much.
We should just get a. She should just.
He's grounded from everything.
I'm gonna make a parody Twitter account. It's Piper's kid, and then I'm gonna go, hey, and just be like a stupid and yell Goat Simulator.
Oh God, damn it! You're just gonna like be annoying.
Yeah, we could. We were thinking, could you like give us a legit picture of your kid, but we won't show it like for real. But we're gonna put a Myers face on it.
Give you a what of my kid?
He wants to put a Myers face on a picture of your kid.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ!
And it'll be like we'll call the account Piper's Kid, and we'll all have the what we could do. We'll all have the password to it, so we can all post on it. But you could post like real things he says.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. Remember that old account? Shit, my dad says. So like,
yeah. Usually I post. Account, so that would be funny to have a different account to put it into.
Did Piper just say she's got to go beat her kid?
That's what good parents do. Sometimes you got to smack a kid in the face.
Yeah, and when she says kid, it's like, well, you don't realize like her it's a goat. A kid. It's a baby goat.
Yeah, she literally has a goat at a farm.
Yeah, she's slapping around. You know what I mean? Because I mean, can't you hear don't you hear him every once in a while? He's just like, bleh! I said when you stepped away, I said we dunk on your kid more than we dunk on anybody else.
Yeah, but he deserves it right now. He's an asshole teenager.
It's funny.
Which just went off like fast.
Cab, you missed it one night. Like Piper turned on her speakers so he could hear what we were saying, and he was trying to talk shit, but Jordan was here.
Oh yeah, okay.
And Jordan just fucking wrecked his shit. Because he said something. Fucking like at one point he said some shit. And, like fucking Jordan says, "All right, kid, just go back and play your fucking Roblox over there."
It's funny. He used to play Roblox and now he doesn't.
He got dunked on so hard.
It's not cool anymore, right?
No, he says it's not cool, but
edgy.
he's saying he wasn't cool, but he got dunked on. Was what happened. He got like fucking. He got bullied off of fucking Roblox. I like how this is her child, right? This is
in the background, fucking right now, still trying to talk shit. I think
this is fucking Piper's child, right? And we're just fucking dunking on his shit, and she's laughing her ass off. It's like,
well, I mean,
like
if you're gonna be an asshole teenager, I'm gonna be an asshole.
Yeah, we can hear you over there, dude. We're gonna.
You're grounded from everything.
Damn.
Now shut up.
Yeah, take that, Cab. How do you like that?
You too, Cab.
Damn. All right.
Cab's grounded, dude. No more commissions.
Cab is grounded from everything.
Yeah. Taco's also grounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's grounded. You're all grounded.
I just say, hey, Cab, you're grounded. No more commissions this month.
Damn, dog. How am I gonna eat? Only got brown sugar. I gotta feed my babies.
You should go on Twitter and says, "Well, I've been grounded, so no more commissions."
I'm gonna have to tell the guy, like, look, dude, I've been grounded. I can't.
Okay. This is what do you call it? This is a dad edict. Okay, you can finish whatever you started.
After that, you're done.
Yeah. That's how I was always with around here. It's like I'll be in the middle of doing something. You're grounded. When I was a kid, you're grounded. Last week.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago. It was like, you're grounded. I was like, but I'm doing. It's like, all right, finish that, but then you're grounded. And I'm gonna drag this shit out.
Oh yeah, no,
right?
Yeah, you do it like you're trying to work overtime.
Yeah.
It's like, it's taking you 5 hours to finish this thing. It's like, it's very important.
Well, Sessa has zero to do with the content. Yeah, because you got the cover still up there.
Yeah.
The cover has, apparently nothing to do. It's just Martin Luther King because they're woke as fuck and it's Black History Month.
Yeah.
And he's rejecting Doctor Strange, who is not remotely racist.
Yeah. Like, when's the last time Doctor Strange just went on a tirade talking about?
Yeah, whenever he just started. Actually, they only make up 13% of the population, but 50. He hasn't done that shit.
Or started saying the 13 words and.
Or protesting, with tiki torches.
Yeah, he was walking through Charlottesville.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Jesus. Yeah, it's just stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for that. That gave us a good laugh after. After the seriousness that was, but
Ethan Van Sciver's total prediction.
Yeah, his unstoppable words of wisdom. Yeah. Well, anyway, I think that's I think we pretty much ran.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, we ran to the end of the road on this one for tonight.
All right.
Honestly, tonight I originally was going to talk about Kick Vic stuff but
talk what?
Kick Vic stuff, Vic Mignogna.
No, but that's still developing. There's more.
It's still developing. Yeah, it's like as soon as I think, okay, this might be winding down, there's some more shit that came out. So I'm like, oh great.
Shit comes out all of a sudden. It's like 2 a.m. and some weird shit. It's like, oh god damn it.
So my thing is like until I get to what I call basically things are going to keep going until he actually files suit, and then people are going to hush down, kind of shut down.
Yeah, once it finally becomes financially unfeasible to start talking shit, then they're gonna.
Yeah. So essentially, I'm just waiting until that point where I can okay, now I can actually talk about this in depth all the way through, kind of thing. But
yeah.
Anyway, so thank you everybody for showing up tonight. Had 15 people viewing. That was great. And anybody who listens later, why didn't you show up, you scumbags?
Yeah, you're a fucking stream cook.
Yeah,
just get out of here.
I'm gonna start doing like Ethan. Like you got 5 hours to watch the stream. I'm fucking taking it down.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, we appreciate everybody, showing up. We enjoyed it. Like I said, we'll see you next week. I'm sure there'll be some crazy bullshit that happens over the weekend that we can talk about. So
It's always something, man.
it's always something. It's always something. So yeah, y'all have a good one. Like I said, we'll see you Monday, and yeah, take care. Have a good weekend.
Bye,
Bye.
Taco.